Hey everyone, today I'm going to do something a little different and I'm actually going to do a build video. A few months ago, probably like 8 or 9 months ago, somebody asked me to do a build video on the Clivix and I still haven't, so I decided I guess I should go ahead. And so today we're just going to be building the Clivix, and this is going to be a real-time build, no time lapse. And I believe the Clivix has 90 pieces exactly. This should be all of the pieces right here. So if you want to build along, try to get all of them that you can. But I'm going to go a little more in depth and show you the build very slowly. So we're going to start off with just the endoskeleton, and we're just going to go from there. So I built this guy probably about 10 months ago, maybe almost a year ago. Originally, he was going to be the villain of Monster Hunters, but I ended Monster Hunters because it wasn't very cool and it wasn't going anywhere. So I just decided to end it. So ever since, he's been sitting in my bin, and he hasn't been on a stop motion since. So I thought I'd give him just one last video because I don't think he'll ever be on another video. This might be his last one. So that should be the endoskeleton. Now I'm going to build the tail separately. He has a tail, but I'm going to go over it. I'm not going to go ahead and attach the tail yet. So now we're going to attach just a few Technics to his body. We're going to start off with this piece right here. Just going to put it in right there. Then I'm going to put this like Technic armor adapter right there. And then I'm going to put another one right there. I believe that's all of the Technics for the body. Now I'll add his feet and some armor. I'm going to try to put all of the body armor on first, and then I'll put the tail armor on after I make the tail. But honestly, I've never liked the tail, so I'm almost wondering if I should include it back in this build. I don't really know what was going through my mind whenever I built this guy, probably almost a year ago. I don't remember if I built him during the time of my channel or before. Honestly, I can't remember. But you can definitely tell he's not as cool as some of my newer guys. He's definitely outdated in many ways compared to my new builds. And maybe one day I'll make an improved version of him, because I don't hate his head. Okay, and apparently he falls over very easily. And let's see. I think that's all for the body armor after I attach this. Oh wait, no. Still got his shoulder plates. I do like his shoulder plates. They actually look pretty good in my opinion. I think they do actually look pretty good. I like using these silver armor plates a lot because they just look really cool in my opinion. And they cover up a lot of area. They're really good for covering things up that you don't want to be seen. Now onto the tail, which is actually a super simple design. It has a lot of pieces that goes into it, but it's a very simple design. That's the length of the tail, and then I think the armor plates went like this. I'm doing most of this from memory, because a few weeks ago I just broke him planning to do a video with him, and then I kind of forgot, and I saw the pile of pieces on my floor, and I remembered, oh yeah, guess I should probably do that video before I sweep all the parts up and put them in my bin. Missing one piece. Here we go. And his tail is really simple. I don't know why I did this design. I think at one point in Monster Hunters it was going to spray something out of it. Oh, and if you have any broken ones of these pieces, I would just put them here because they get covered up pretty well by that piece. So if you have a lot of these pieces, but most of them are broken like mine, that's a good way to use them without having to see the ugliness as much. You're still going to see it every once in a while, but it's the best way to cover it up for this build. And now I just attach these, and that's the tail. It's a little bit heavy, but it looks pretty good. This can be seen as a claw if you want. Or I think it was going to spray something in Monster Hunters. It might have. I don't remember. I don't really rewatch those stop motions because I really don't like them. Before I attach the tail, I want to show you that These are now, they used to be like this when I first attached them, but I realized that that would interfere with the hands, and I looked at a picture and I was right. They do go this way. So, just if you put your armor plates on your Clivix this way, just flip them back around because it'll interfere with the hands otherwise. And now I'll just attach the tail to this exposed ball joint right there. And there we go. That helps him balance, and he can use it as a weapon if he wants. Now, time to move on to the hands. Now onto the hands. I went ahead and attached these little Exoforce arms to the exposed bars on this foot. And now I'm just going to attach this small assembly right here, there. And it should swivel nicely. Then I'm going to attach this. I'm going to put a claw piece there and put a claw piece in the two Exoforce arms. And that makes a nice hand. Doesn't have a ton of articulation, but it looks pretty nice. Now I'm just going to mirror that, but you're going to want to make sure you don't exactly mirror it. So it's a left hand and a right hand. And so I'm just going to do the exact same thing. There's no difference in the hands here. And so there we go. There's his hands. They're super simple, but kind of effective. Now time to attach the hands to the arms, and they go on super easily because this foot piece is super loose, the ones I have at least. So they go on with no problem at all, and he's starting to look actually kind of cool. Now for his head, which is the last assembly that we're going to put together. First we slide this piece here, then we slide this ball joint piece right there, and slide one of these here. Put this armor plate on. I already attached the spike because that's really a pointless step. It's super easy to follow. Then we just attach this right here and put this piece. This is a gear piece with a bunch of these little tooth pieces attached. The same piece that I use for the claws. And then I'm going to attach that. And this piece has a little ball joint in it. And I'm going to go ahead and attach that right there. And attach the last gear piece with the teeth connected inside. And that's the head. It's super simple. It doesn't have really any eyes. I thought about attaching eyes right there, but it didn't look right when I made them. It really does kind of look pretty scary with that super wide open mouth. Looks like it could really take a chunk out of your arm. It looks pretty scary. Now time to actually just attach it onto the body. And here we go, the last step of just attaching the head. There we go. So this is the Clivix, which made quite a few appearances in Monster Hunters. And it looks pretty good. It's kind of rough around the edges. It's one of my older builds. I don't really just love it, but I knew I had to give a build video because when I saw that comment of somebody saying I should do a build video, I finally got around to it nowadays. And here's the actual video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. It was pretty fun making it. I definitely am probably never going to do another video with the Clivix because I can make a lot cooler guys nowadays. So I think since he's outdated, I'm not going to use him again.